don't believe it.
And deep as a river, come rain or come shine, I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. Sooner or later you're gonna be mine. Sooner or later you're gonna be fine. Baby, it's time that you faced it. I always get my man. Sooner or later you're gonna decide. Sooner or later there's nowhere to hide. Baby, it's time, so why waste it in chatter? Let's settle the matter. Baby, you're mine on a platter. I always get my man. But if you insist, babe, the challenge delights me. The more you resist, babe, the more it excites me. And no one I've kissed, babe, ever fights me again. If you're on my list, it's just a question of when. When I get a yen, then baby, amen. I'm counting to 10. And then I'm gonna love you like nothing you've known. I'm gonna love you and you all alone. Sooner is better than later, but lover, I'll plan. This time I'm not only getting, I'm holding my man. They don't really know what to make of me, do they?
Well, you know, we've never really had the owner of a big corporation singing on top of the piano.
Well, next time I'll brandish a cigar.
You're something.
Am I?
Oh, it's like Peggy Lee with a face and body transplant. I'm serious. This was good.
Well, I tell you the truth, I was terrified about singing in front of this crowd, but they actually look terrified of me. Probably half of them work for me.
Well, you know, when I said you were doing good, I partly meant that you're not sitting home doing your nails waiting for Mr. Thorpe.
Well, how do you know he's not sitting at home doing his nails waiting for me?
Only one thing can be uppermost in his mind at one time, am I right? And it's sad to say, I happen to know it isn't you. Oh, hey, why are you so touchy all of a sudden?
If you want to discuss my personal relationships rather than having one, then I'm sure you can find one person at every table who would love to join in.
I was just trying to tell you that I knew where Roger was tonight and why he wasn't with you, that's all.
Where?
You know, you may call it a relationship. That's your business, hey, but you know what it looks like to me? You ever see one of those jokers that walks up and down the street with those trick dog leashes? You know, the kind that are all leashed, no dog?
Where did you see him?
Well, don't get your tear ducts all moved up. It wasn't another woman, but he crashed an intimate dinner party at the Lewis's. Got on all in a lather because he thinks that Billy has his boy under his thumb.
Hot.
Well, pancreas, I don't know, gallbladder, whatever you call them. He didn't look very thumb-squashed to me.
Hey, wait a minute. What kind of man wouldn't be protective and worried about his son?
Yeah, you're right. Raj has lots of things to do, but I would think that being second or third on his list all the time would take the shine out of him in the long run. I mean, dangling your legs over baby grand isn't a bad way to make yourself feel first in the room right now, but it's kind of temporary.
Well, sometimes it's enough to know that there's still firepower left in the old arsenal.
You ought to lay your weapons down and let the grass grow over them. You ought to be first all the time and everywhere. That is your rightful place, and you shouldn't have to fight for it. You should have someone in charge of thinking of you and only you from the first thing in the morning to the last thing at night. There ought to be somebody coming through that door with a telegram telling you that you have lost all your millions and you're not worth a cent. Because then you'll see me looking at you in the exact same way and making you mad the same way. And all the time, there'd be this one thought spinning around in my head like a fly. First thing in the morning and the last thing at night. And it is that you are gorgeous. You're like a cloud or a waterfall in human disguise. And I wanna take you and look at you all by myself and never stop.
Then why don't you?
Taking advantage of you. Let's worry about that later. But in good conscience, I should warn you. You spend the night with me. Your little arrangement with Mr. Thorpe is going to be spoiled forever. Because we won't go back.
That might not be such a bad thing. Everyone's watching.
The only humane thing to do would be to go upstairs before we short out the pacemakers.
What?
I don't want to do it in some sleazy hotel room.
Well, it's not sleazy. I used to stay here.
You know what I mean, Chula.
We can't very well go back to Roger's place.
No. Did he let you take the jag to him? Come on. What? It's romantic. It's where we met.
We're not doing it in Roger's car, you foolish man. Don't call me Petula.
The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go down to the Regency. Come on, it's swanky.
Tomorrow, I'll buy us a cottage on the Danube if you'd like. But right now, I just want to be with you, okay? I don't mind going to your room. I really don't mind.
Well, I mind, Petulia.
Well, who the hell might you be?
I might be his wife.
Ex-wife, ex. She's just visiting for a
And
few
where
days.
exactly would you be staying?
Where do you think?
Well, no, okay, I don't put her up here, but she has her own room.
I guess she wasn't asked to do it in someone's car.
Look, I am not married to that broad. She is nothing to me, less than nothing. I just a youthful mistake.
Oh, really? When you married her, did she have breasts yet?
If I gave two hoots about her, would I be dragging myself in here to barricade the door?
Don't con a con artist, my friend. When I first saw you, I knew exactly what you were. But somehow you made me forget how crude and obvious you obviously are. Now, either you are very, very good, or I'm just not much of a challenge, am I?
Shut up!
You let me sit up in that room like a ship